A lot of information, but it's put quite simple and clear for understanding, especially the younger players that have probably not had any interaction with the PFA before.
After being through everything that I have with the PFA, it's definitely good to sort of listen and watch all the steps that you take and sort of have an insight of what you go through.
Watching the meeting today, it's come a long way, and obviously me personally, I've used PFA through a few rough times, and they've helped me out, and it's professional. And obviously I couldn't imagine a few years back where players didn't have that. I mean, I would have been in a pretty sticky situation if I didn't.
Very informative. I think you need to get an insight of what past players have done and what they've worked for the PFA. I think as a young player especially, it's great to get an insight to that and how valuable it really is to us as players.
Interesting listen to the history there with all the players in the past that have sort of sacrificed money in their careers and perhaps losing their jobs to give us a good opportunity, and I think it's obviously on our shoulders now.
Brilliant to hear from people like Foz. They were around when the PFA started, and there's a lot of hard work gone in from previous players in Australian football. So to carry on that great work that they started, I think is important for all the A-League players and W-League players moving forward.
Into first-hand accounts of certain sacrifices that were made from extremely influential figures in Australian football. It's extremely rare footage to get for younger and senior players to hear those sacrifices, and it puts an onus back on us as current members of the PFA that we will play a part in shaping the future of the game.
The association is there for you when you need it, obviously I needed them myself last year at certain times, and I'm afraid yourselves are very helpful, so yeah, it's a no-brainer to be involved as a foreign player coming in and for the younger players coming through, so yeah, it's going from strength to strength.